I'm the maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday. I can't believe it. I always say it, but I can't believe it's Friday again. I want to welcome you all. Let me just start by saying hi to Brianna, Wendy, Christina, Estrella is here, Jim, Krabby Abby, Puffer is here. Who else? Oh my goodness, Amy. We have a great group. Dare B is here, Catherine. Lisa, nice to see you. Blue Birdie is here. Jan, Ron, also known as Patty. Sharon is here. Linda, oh my goodness. Cecilia, Carmen, Cynthia, Linda, Ginger, Pam, Jenny. Oh my goodness, so many people. Thank you so much, Roberta, Ellen, Susan. All right, well, we have a great group gathered here tonight, and I am so happy to see you. I love and always look forward to ArtFoamies Fun, but especially, my friends, when I have something so exciting. How many of you, Zandra is here, so how many of you, I'm just going to wait for answers for a minute, have seen, or how many of you are signed up for the newsletter? Cheryl is here. Nice to see you again, Loretta. Excuse me. Wait, did I miss a funny comment? Oh my gosh. I did, didn't I? Yeah, what Orange Spiral says, so grateful to have grown-up toys to play with. Yes. And the nice thing is you can play with kids too if you want to, right? With ArtFoamies. If you want to share. Who else? Thank you so much. Thank you for your orders and your support, just for being here. You all know if you get the newsletter, then you already have all of the info. And you know my exciting announcement. Phyllis is here. Linda, Ellen, Maxie Moon is here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Marika, nice to have you here. Okay. I'm going to just spill the beans. And you know, if you are my patron, then you get sneak peeks. So you've already probably seen. Ginger says she's still not receiving the newsletter. I'm going to have Mr. Moon look into it. I don't know why or what's going on with that, but I promise we will try our hardest, and get to the bottom of it, Ginger. Kristen is here. Sharon, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, so Christina too. Christina says, I've tried to sign up, but I never get it. So something is blocking a couple people's. We'll try. I've had similar issues, you know, with other people's newsletters sometimes. So we're sorry about that, but thank you for trying. We will try to help you. However, yeah, Maxie says every ArtFoamies order is packed by me with love. Sometimes by me with love too, but mostly by Maxie Moon. Anyway, I will say, okay, that if you get the newsletter or you're in my Patreon, then you already know the excitement. However, for those of you who maybe don't get it or maybe missed it somehow, tonight we are introducing a new artist. It is not a pop-up, okay? This artist is going to be in our permanent collection. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Danita Art. I hope, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I have been following Danita since around, I want to say around 2010. I've been following her way before, I think before I even got Rubber Moon, before I started ArtFoamies, and oh, I shouldn't look at the comments. So you're making me laugh. So I'm not looking. I'm just going to keep talking. Danita, I've been following Danita and her art for many moons. I absolutely adore her style. Her aesthetic is beautiful. She is a fine artist. Okay. Danita, like many of our artists, but I'm just saying, because Danita, she does a lot of crafts, but she's like a folk artist, and her work is just so beautiful. Okay. It is, I can't really say enough about it. I have a few pieces of hers now. She doesn't only do paintings, and she doesn't do a lot of like crafts, but she does do pottery, ceramics, and she makes jewelry, and she does paintings. Beautiful, beautiful work in all arenas. So when somebody says they're freezing up. Oh no. re re Reboot. um excuse me. Anyway, Danita is just an amazing artist. She was going to have a pop-up. Okay, so yes, the newsletter from ArtFoamies. There's I don't really send out a Moon in the Maker or a Patreon newsletter. It would just be artfoamies.com. Anyway, Danita, I asked her if she would do a pop-up. Now, many of you might know Danita from some of our pop-ups. Also, yes, Linda Finney says, I have a bunch of her 100 proof press rubber stamps, as well as a clear Frida stamp from I don't know who. So yes, I don't know where her clear stamp set is. You might, definitely follow Danita Art, and maybe make sure that you tell her that you heard about her from ArtFoamies, or from KP, if that is where you heard about her, and ask her where her clear stamp set is from. However, 100 Proof Press has some of her rubber stamps. Okay, not Rubber Moon. It's 100 Proof Press, and she's had them for a while. They're really special. Really, it's much smaller. Okay, because remember, ArtFoamies, we can go a little larger, right? So anyway, I hope all of you followed Danita. I hope that you make sure to give her some kudos and some ArtFoamy love. And then I'm going to turn the camera around, and I am going to show you all of her stamps, and we're going to have a little makey. We're going to do a giveaway. So hang out with us, okay? Thanks so much. I'm going to turn this camera around. And anyway, so I started to tell you about it, and I get distracted, but I asked, so you might know Danita from her pop-ups, and that's where we're actually going to start. Let me put all this aside. I've been playing the whole day. You may recognize these Frida images, okay? They're in two sizes, and here they are right here. The large and the small young Frida. This was from our pop-up, okay, from back in June. We are re-releasing these two just as a pop-up for a limited time, 1 week to get to snag these again, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, we had so many requests, and even Danita herself said, please, can we have these again? Because so many people are asking. So, is Danita here? Oh gosh, Ron McFarlane says, hi, Danita, you are awesome. So I don't know if Danita jumped on here. I don't see her, but if she's here, hi, Danita. Anyway, yes, we all love Frida, and her Frida imagery, oh my gosh, absolutely stunning. One thing, I don't know if you all remember this, but when we introduced these stamps, when we had the pop-up, one of the things that I said about Danita's work is, how can you get an ArtFoamy to look so delicate and ethereal? I just was so impressed by her way. Okay, she just has a beautiful beautiful touch, and we call it a hand, beautiful hand in her work. And so here I have them stamped out. I haven't really done anything with them. This is my Rolodexy that I did back in June. Oh yes, Patty McFarlane. I was hoping, and she still might, and maybe if she sees all the comments, that would be awesome. Anyway, so this is my Rolodexy from way back in June, and I love the simplicity. I wanted to just bring your attention to how I cut it out, and I just left that circle behind her head as if it is a halo or a moon. So that you can do. She has a couple other images in this collection, okay, that are similar in style, so that is going to be a beautiful little sort of technique that you can do. Yes, you can, I'm getting, I'm getting sidetracked again. Yes, Shiny Thing Studio is here. Welcome. Julie, right? Yes, and she says, I absolutely love the one she did for Halloween. I think I bought them all. Yes, they were so amazing too. Everything Danita comes out with, I just am bowled over. And that's the truth. You know, when another artist creates stuff and you're like, oh, I wish I did it. It's just, it's good. Anyway, so again, Young Frida is only for a limited time. It's only going to be in the shop for 1 week, the large and the small. Okay. So please, if you want this, make sure to grab it. I don't think it's going to be coming back. We did bring it back just as a courtesy to Danita and to the customers that have been asking. Cause I know a lot of people also said, oh, I got the small one, but I really wanted the large and stuff like that. So go back, grab it if you can, or when you can. All right. So again, that's the Frida, the Young Frida, 1 week only. Everything else is in a permanent collection. Okay. So, and again, wanted to show you the 2 sizes, and I'm going to call off the measurements because a couple of the other girls, women, ladies, whatever, in the collection are similar in size. Okay. So, the large Young Frida is 8 inches by about 4, almost 4 at the widest point. The small version is about 6 inches by about 3 at the widest point. Okay. So again, Young Frida. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to really get into the collection. Oh goodness, did I not pull up my all the names, of course. Do I know all the names? No, I do not. So let me find ArtFoamies, and I can tell you. All right, so we're going to start here. I'm going to kind of go in order. And I think these are lovely. And one thing I love about them is that, again, you can utilize them in a different way. If you want to make book plates, of course, that's what she did them for. But if you want to cut out and use just the bird and flower imagery, so you kind of like have 2 images in one. And of course, loving that sort of bird. We love these sort of bold shaped bird images. And these are, oh goodness. And it's fun because I don't think we have any book plates. We did a special edition book plate one time when the art supply book came out, but I think this is such a cute idea. So they're approximately 3 3/4 by about 2 inches. And here you can see I stamped them on sticker paper. So you could make a little sticker book plate, okay, just on labels, or I also did them on sticky back canvas. All right, super fun, really easy, makes great gifts if you just wanted to get this set and stamp up a bunch of them, and then again, you could use them for your little fodders, right? So that is her book plate set. Okay, next is her flowery feline, and oh my gosh, I'm in love with it. I have to tell you, I really wanted to do some shrinky dink earrings, but I did not get a chance. Does come in 2 sizes because that's just selfish. Okay, I love this image. I love cats, and I had to have both sizes. Anyway, so the large, and this one is the large. We did a really fun little technique yesterday in my Patreon for Daily Heart. And so this was it. And I love the way this came out. So the cat, the large, is about 5.5 by about 3-ish, 3 1/4 wide. Okay, at the widest point. And then here's the baby. I didn't really stamp. I mean, I did stamp her, but you can kind of see. And the small one is about 3.5 by, about 2.5. And that is Flowery Feline. I do have some cute samples if I do say so myself. Where are we next? Okay, we have, we're going to go into the Frida flower. And I must say, this is just a fun one, okay? Of course, you can use it in lots of different ways. I also think it would be really cute on shrink. And of course, just for general journaling, whatever. You can also, of course, what I love about this is replace it with any face. Okay, so maybe you don't want a Frida, okay? Maybe you want to put a moon there, okay? Or maybe you want to put a cat face, okay? Or maybe you want one of, oh, do I have any? I should have some calendar girl faces in here. I thought I did anyway. Well, I do, but it's not cut out. But you can get the idea, right? That would be so cute there too. And it fits absolutely perfectly. You could also, of course, cut that face out and use it right over the top of something like this, right? Yes, Patty, this collection is, I know it gets confusing and I'm sorry about that. This collection is available permanently except for the Frida image. This original Frida image, young Frida, is only available for 1 week, okay? Because we're bringing it back from a pop-up. But after that, this one will be gone, but everything else will stay, okay? Excuse me. Yes, I love it so much too. I think this is so versatile and such a nice size. I have to tell you, I do love the ArtFoamies that fit like in the hand, you know? Anyway, so that is Frida Flower. And I will tell you, I love the way I colored this, not to be, not to brag, but this is a fun thing because I just stamped in really, really light pale ink, okay? And then I colored over with colored pencil, which was a super fun technique and nice for just a simple image, you know, like that. So anyway, let's see, what else? Where are we next? Okay, so that is Frida Flower, okay? And there you have her there. The next one we have is Danita Art Frida Angel. And oh my gosh, again, a home run with this Frida. Again, so much love for this because look, you can cut out these wings and use them on other things. You can piece them. You can use this head. You can use just her flower, you know, crown there. You could use this body for paper dolls. Oh my gosh. But, and you know, we all love Frida, right? Again, comes in 2 sizes. And this one is commiserate with the other Frida, okay? We wanted to make them very similar because we have a lot of doll makers and a lot of people that would want this to go together, right? So the Frida Angel and in the large is the same. So it might be a teeny bit bigger or look a little bigger because of her flower crown, but these are, you know, like basically the same size for that reason, okay? So your large one, again, is approximately 8 inches by about a little over 4 at the widest point. Small, around 6 inches, around 3 inches at the widest point, okay? That way, and again, these are permanent collection. These are not, all right? So if you have to choose right now, grab whatever one of these and then come back later for this, okay? Just my opinion. Or you can get them all at once. I don't mind that either, but you know, I just I want to make it clear because I know it's a little confusing sometimes. All right, so that is the Frida Angel, and here you can see I just stamped her in like gradient ink, and I am going to show you how I did this because it's really, really fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that while I have her out, and then we'll move on. All right, let me grab. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it right here on my blotter. So I am going to, I'm just going to use the small one because she is nice and clean. I'm going to grab my foamy friend. Y'all know what a foamy friend is. A foamy friend is just This one happens to be a 6x8, and it is just a solid piece of foam. It's great for lots of different applications, but right now I am going to use it as my inking pad. Okay, I'm going to take some of my Moon Glow dye, extra bright dye reinkers. I'm going to start with my Pink Crush, and I'm going to put some there. I'm going to do a little yellow, and that is Yellow Sunlight, or is it Sunlight or Yellow Starlight? I can't remember. And then we're going to do some Blue Moon right across there. Then I'm also going to just have some more inky fun, and I'm going to take my Moonlight White Tint and Hue dye reinker, or I'm sorry, not dye. It's not dye, it's hybrid ink. And I'm going to smush that right on there. I'm going to take a scrap buddy, and I'm just going to smush this up. You can use your brayer, whatever. I'm just making myself some beautiful rainbow pastels. I think you have seen me do this before. You kind of... All right. Well, I don't know if I actually have enough. I am going to take and spritz this a little because I didn't load it up that well. I'm going to spritz it with a little rubbing alcohol just to wet it down a bit. And now I am going to take her and just ink her up right on here. And you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little more ink here at the bottom so I can just get a little more color there. I have a mixture. I have some pink and blue mixed up to make a purple. I'm squeezing that on there. And then I'm going to go back over. Oops, I'm too far down. And that is how I got that beautiful radiant rainbow. Although I will tell you, mine was a little, you know, obviously it was a little more pastel, you know, not quite as vibrant, but that is how to get a quick and easy rainbow, or it doesn't have to be a rainbow. It can be whatever color combination that you want. Cheryl says, how do the small and large Fridas compare to the size of the calendar girls? Well, that is a great question, Cheryl. And I'm going to pull out my calendar girls and show you. That, my friends, is a wonderful question. Just about perfect for the small, as you can see. So here is one of my calendar. This is my original calendar girl. So absolutely right in line with that. Okay, now the heads are a little bit bigger, but I don't see it actually being a problem. They're almost the exact same height. Okay, and I think that pretty much goes for all the girls. Her faces are a little bit smaller. She has a little more delicacy, but all in all, I'd say it's a pretty nice, you know, matchup, so to speak. All right. So, and keep in mind, this is great because you can do this again. You know, you can use this. You can use this for so many things. I can, you know, smush it again. I can continue to ink it. And if I do, remember that is dye ink and hybrid ink. So a little bit of rubbing alcohol actually works. And I can even do something like this. And get that also, right? Ooh, Heather, that is such a great idea. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, so you all need a foamy friend. If you don't have one, they are very handy. I will tell you, if you put acrylic on this, acrylic paint, do not let it dry. It'll get crusty, right? But inks and things and watercolors you can leave like this. right? Okay, so next up is the Frida locket, and I think this was just so beautiful. It is a large stamp, I will tell you, but so much fun. Let me, I'm going to grab another piece of paper. Be right back. Where did I put my paper? Okay. So here is the Frida locket, okay? And I love this because, of course, you can use this for so many other types of frames, right? It does not have to be Frida in there. You could use this actually as a picture frame. You can, I think it would be so cool too to make it and fold it and make like a little, I guess like a little booklet. You could do a shaped booklet. Oh my gosh, so many things. This gets my creativity really going. Sadly, I have not, you know, done all my exploration that I want to. But the great thing about this set too is it does come with your center, and this center is very useful for lots of things, okay? You can use it to make petals. You can use it as kind of a, I don't know how many of you have seen my new, I call them Fauber daubers, the dauber set. So you could use this as a dauber, but it's just really handy, and it does come, when you get it. But generally you're going to take that out, and then it has a little Frida to go inside. Let's go ahead. I got this all dirty. Let's turn it over. And we'll go ahead, and you know what? I know this is kind of crazy, but since I already have this pretty much inked up, I think I'm going to go ahead and use it again. It's kind of fairly easy to just put a couple more drops over the top. Get it kind of juicy again. Maybe a little white. Dana! And I will say, I don't have a brayer here. A brayer would probably be better than the skinny Scrap Buddy, but that's all I got. So that's okay. So I'm just doing this because it is a large stamp, and this makes it kind of nice to ink this up, You also see here, you could probably get some pretty cool patterning off of that. Not sure if I got really enough ink at the top, but that's okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, just look at that like those are just so beautiful. And of course you can, let this dry, and I could paint in if I want to, or use my pencils again, my markers, whatever. I like this because I can also take, even just a little bit. I shouldn't have sprayed that, but I can actually just sort of daub on the sides. Do you see me sort of just running? I'm just sort of running a little color on the edges, okay? And then I can get like a little, almost like a, oops, well, it's kind of dirty, but a little frame around that. And that's okay. I don't mind that little graininess. I'm going to actually just take a dark ink pad now, and regular ink. I want her to be dark, and it should fit right in there so nicely. Janice, nice to see you. Ta-da! And then of course you can paint, or, oh my gosh, fill in with colored pencils, a little dark paint. I actually think, I'm going to use a little bit of, let's use our layer cakes. Jane Davenport layer cake. I want to use a dark color, and I'm using that because I love my layer cakes, but they're handy, easy, and they don't call it mixed media for nothing. And I do want to, I don't think I want it that dark. I want to put a dark color behind her and kind of cover up what I did back there. Plus it'll make it have a little bit more depth. Does that pop out? Plus I knew that would give a little bit of coverage because your layer cakes have some opacity to them, which is really nice. And the same, like I stamped over, so you see where she has like that little bit of graininess or kind of blue in her face. Be really easy just to take, again, layer cakes, because again, layer cakes have that little bit of opacity. You could also, of course, again, use your colored pencils. It's nice. Colored pencils are great because they also, can color opaque and cover up some of those under layers. And of course, I don't even know what color I'm wanting to do here. I think maybe a little yellow. Just cover up some of the like so. And then of course, go back in and do the details. You could even add a little, I don't know, I might take a white paint pen, and I know I had one here. Do some little fun, complimentary, maybe some complimentary like flowers in her hair. Ta-da! So you get the idea for that. And then, of course, again, if you wanted to go in and start, I'm so crazy. I keep rinsing my brush in an empty cup. How about that? So here, again, maybe just take and start to fill in some of this as well. You can use whatever you want. Again, layer cakes if you got them. You could use your watercolors. Remember that the ink that I stamped in, since I mixed those extra bright dye reinkers with the white, it has made it more permanent. So I can watercolor over this and it'll work just fine. Or layer cake in this case. Right? So just have fun with that. I truly believe that at least half the fun in all of this is in the coloring and the layering. That is the part where I, really basically end up losing sense of time and just having a lot of fun, making things my own and sort of just getting lost in the makey. Ooh, I can't wait to finish. But I won't now. All right. So what's next? Okay. That is the Frida Locket set. The next one is Starlit and Striped Skirt. Okay, they're two separate ones, but I'm going to pull them out at the same time because they're both absolutely fantastic. Okay, here is Starlit, and here is Striped Skirt. Oh my gosh, I love them both. Again, they come in a large and a small, around the same size, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, not much. It's really, we kind of kept all those girls about the same size so that you could sort of mix and match, you know. So we have, let's see, large Starlet here, small Starlet here, and I do have a little, did make myself one of my 100-day project made of stardust on one of my houses. I love her so much, and I actually want to do a complimentary one with striped skirt as well. So I did cut myself another house so I could get that one started. So here's striped skirt in the large, and again in the small. I also did, I have to show you this. And this is something kind of fun. I hope you like it. If you ever ruin any of your art foamies, okay, make sure you still save them because you can do stuff. Now I did when I stamped this one, I let it get crusty, really crusty with acrylic, but did I throw it away? No. Guess what I did? I painted it entirely, which I think she looks really cute. And I put a magnet on the back. She is a jumbo magnet. What the great thing about this, my friends, is that it's so lightweight, okay? It will not fall down. You can make magnets as large as, you know, your head. Not that you want to, but, you know, it's really, this is so cute hanging up. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you a picture. But anyway, so now do not throw away any crusty art foamies because you're going to be able to use them. And I have lots more ideas coming. All right. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you because she's no longer stampable. Okay. But she does make a great magnet. Kind of clever, right? Don't throw anything away. Got to recycle. So that is striped skirt and Starlet. The next one is called Twinning, okay, and it is adorbs. I love her so much. Oh gosh, where did I put the sample? I had a sample. Oh, here it is. And I was going to actually try to maybe color this for and with you using colored pencils right over the top. Maybe I won't do the whole thing because it could take a little while, but I did want to share with you again, the colored pencils over the top of something that you put under. Okay, so let's start here. This is just called beige, and I am using Prismacolor regular wax pencils. These are not water soluble. They're completely just the wax pencils, and I am using them on watercolor paper, so it is a little bit more textury, and you can see, I think, how, you know, you get like the little white almost striations. If you don't want that, just burnish. And when I say burnish, I mean just push really forcefully, and that wax will build, or, you know, fill in those little crevices. Okay, and you can get a nice thick, even, opaque coverage. All right, so there, and then I'm going to layer on a little color for her cheeks because we like a good little pink cheek. And again, you're kind of burnishing. If you see little sort of, you know, crusty pencil, like your pencils will start to crumb up, get a clean, dry brush, and you can just dust that away. And then I like to go in darker colors. Oh, I wish I could find a black. Well, here's the indigo blue. That's close enough, I guess, for now. I'm going to use it too. And you can kind of just start to see it come to life really quickly. If you want things more layered, more burnished, like maybe you don't want her cheeks to quite look so dark and rosy, just take your other color that you used and kind of go back over it. Again, burnishing, and you will get more and more sort of like smooth coverage, okay? Anyway, you can continue to layer color. And remember, your pencils, the wax will cover that underlayer of ink. So you will not see your stamp, you know, unless you want to see that underlayer, you won't. Okay? So let's go ahead and we're gonna make her hair dark and her. And keep in mind too, if you wanted to go in and play with water soluble pencils, you definitely could. You could use water soluble and then move it. You can also use something called a clear blender pen to move your wax. Okay, so lots of different ways to work with these as well. But remember, if you want to continue to build coverage, you just put another color and sort of burnish. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this blue. And then it's up to you if you want to do the other girl in the same colors to sort of mirror image it, or if you want to do different colors, you know, maybe the opposite. Actually, I want a little white. That, oh no, not that white. That's charcoal. I want a wax white. Again, the white will sort of lighten it. Okay, it'll make it into like a tint, but it also helps to burnish. And on this watercolor paper, I am really pushing hard, okay? If you have a smoother, like a Bristol vellum or some other kind of paper, you're not gonna have to work as hard. Then if you do, and you know, of course, I'm not gonna really necessarily finish off the whole thing, but if you want to, you know, of course, you could start going down into her top like so. Finish off her bow. Let's give her, oh, should we do a pink bow? Let's do a pink bow. And then, of course, don't be afraid to go back in. They don't call mixed media for nothing. Layer, layer, layer. Little white pen, and you can give her the gleam back in her eye. You can also do fun stuff like, you know, give some little detail. Whatever to, you know, again, make her your own. So I love that. That's called twinning. Lots of ways you could use this face. I mean, I don't have to tell you. You already know. Right? Okay. So that's called twinning. Where are we now? We have a lot of images, I know. I think we're winding down. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is last, but definitely not least, because kind of almost the star of the show, if I might say, because when I first had asked Anita if she would do ArtFoamies as a pop-up or, you know, whatever, she said, what about an Alice in Wonderland theme? And I said, oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. So here she is, Alice in Wonderland, eating her cookies and drinking her tea with Cheshire Cat, the magic mushrooms, which are so, so cute, and of course the rabbit with his timepiece. And I have to tell you, I love the colors that I just stamped this in so simply just to kind of take pictures, but I really think it turned out cute. So I am going to be using this. I'm going to cut these out and I'm going to make a little collage on one of my house pieces. Not right now, but that's my plan. So that is her Alice in Wonderland set. It is 4 pieces. Again, the girl commiserate with some of the smaller, I mean, a little bit bigger, but you know, I would say it's really because she has legs, but really it's about the same size, face-wise and all that, okay? And very similar to the, you know, to the young Frida. And the Starlet. All right, I want to stamp striped skirt real quick and see if y'all have any questions, any thoughts. I have not been looking at comments. I'm sorry, I've been so sort of into just showing off all of Danita's new images. I am going to stamp striped skirt in a little bit of black gesso. All right, that's how I did this one here. Stamped her in, and this is really nice watercolor paper. This is Arches 140 pound. Okay, so I'm going to stamp striped skirt with a little black gesso. I want to tell you something about Danita's smaller girls, okay? Or her girls in general. They are pretty detailed. She has some very fine lines. A lot of times with ArtFoamies, those can be a little more, what's the word? You know, just a little, you have to be a little more aware, and you have to know where they are so that when you give it your little push, you can make sure to push her face down right there and where her arm and hand is, because they're very, very small, fine lines, okay? So you really want to make sure that you're getting those teeny tiny foam pieces to connect with your paper, you know, to meet the paper. But you don't want to push too hard. You just want to give nice, firm, even pressure and leave it there for a little bit. And you can say, oops, well, I didn't get her other arm. Oh, goodness. Well, that's okay. I'm going to, I don't think it got inked, so I am going to just take my little fine line brush, I guess, and a little black gesso. And I'm just going to fill that in. Okay, and same with her face. I didn't quite get her bottom lip didn't touch, so we're gonna fill that in just a bit. And there you go. And I'm going to blow dry just for a quick second. Well, not a second, a minute, I don't know, a few seconds. And I do, like I said, I kind of wanted a little bit of a compliment to my other piece, okay? But I'm doing a little bit different colors because I think I want her to have a red striped skirt, and I also want her to have a different color around her. So I'm going to take just my watercolors for now, okay? My regular pan watercolor. And I think I want sort of a tealy green, or not, or I don't know if that's teal. Let's see. I'm gonna decide. Yeah, maybe a little of these kind of mixed. So I got a little, I think I got a little phthalo turquoise and a little bit of, oh, I don't know what that other one is. Like a phthalo green blue shade. And I'm just sort of mixing them. And I'll do this, and then if anybody wants to hang out for just a couple more minutes and play the numbers game, we are going to do a little giveaway tonight. We're going to be giving away a $25 gift card. If you want to hang out and play that numbers game. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to play. It's kind of fun, though. I guess everybody likes it pretty good. But don't start without me again. All right, doing that sort of little archway around her, like she's just coming through a little portal. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to let it sort of gradiate around her a bit. And I want to deepen those edges. And then I'm going to put a little green gold right here down at the bottom. And then one thing I wanted to kind of show you, I think I've showed you this before, but if you have a clean, dry art foamy, if your watercolor's wet, you can take your clean, dry art foamy and you can hold it there, okay? Hold it for a few seconds, you know, and even maybe a minute or whatever. If your watercolor is pretty wet, you want to hold it there to kind of push away the watercolor and also soak up some of the watercolor. So you should get some nice little shadows, okay? Or I don't know, if it's not really a shadow, resist marks or sort of a, I don't know, watermark, okay? So that's kind of fun. And then you have a little bit, since you're pulling out some of that darker color, you have some on your stamp. You can stamp into your lighter areas and get a little different kind of watermark. You could also, of course, put color, you know, on your stamp and get a little bit of reflected color in there. I'm not going to worry about that. But anyway, so that is fun. I'm going to take my brush again and just sort of give her a little glow. And I think I'm going to use a little pink for this glow. On the other one, if you could see, I used yellow for her glow. But for this one, I'm going to use a little pink. Just going to get a little pink glow around her. I'm using my Opera Rose. And just giving myself a little, she has a little aura, a little pink glowing aura. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in and start to paint her face just a little bit. Little burnt sienna. Little, let's give her a little pink cheek, of course. Right, and then I want her to have a red skirt, so I'm just going to dip into my nice, I think this is Pyro Red, nice sort of bright flat red, and I think it's going to look really nice with that green. Oops, oh, it's a little too wet, spreading out there a bit. You know what I do if that happens? Just get your thirsty brush or little paper towel and give a little blot. A little blot. And I'm not sure, I don't know if I love that red. I think I'm going to switch to a corally color. Just go over that. I keep doing it. I have a my water cup. This is my water cup. I'll show you. This is my water cup. It's empty, dirty, but empty. And I keep dipping into it anyway. So I really need to move it out of the way or get some water in there. And then we'll go ahead and give her a red bow up here too. Why not? I kind of like her top even just being white, but I could go in there with a little gray and just sort of give her some sort of shading a little bit. If you want to keep it white, you know. And maybe I just give her a little bit of green around her eyes too. And ta-da! So cute. I do think she could benefit from just a little yellow as well. So let's go ahead and smush a little yellow right up here. Whoops, I keep doing that. Dang it. A little yellow around here too. All right, and then go back in if you know, of course, you don't have to just be one and done. If you want to go back in and layer up some more and fix things, then that's great. And if not, and then what I did, I just took my little stamp set and made myself, this one says made of stardust. I think this one, I want to say you were born to stand out or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I think they look so cute together, and I just love them. I don't know what else to say. I'm so excited that Danita Art is a permanent artist with ArtFoamies. I hope that you all love her stuff as much as I do. As you know, I cannot wait until you get them in your hands so I can see everything that you make, because that is the most fun and the most exciting for me. So let's play the numbers game. Yeah, she does kind of look like a Snow White. That is such a cute observation. Let me explain the numbers game. If you're still here and you want to play along, I'm going to write a number right now on a piece of paper. It's going to be between 1 and 100. The person who guesses the closest without going over will win a $25 gift card for ArtFoamies. If you will start now, I will give you until 5:02. I will call out the numbers so that you know that I see you. So go ahead. Amy, 25. Shar, 33. Carmen, 48. Here's the number. Carmen, 48. Phyllis, 47. Marika, 54. Susan, 85. Kathy, 11. Cheryl, 31. Jim Smith, 36. Megan, 14. Cindy, 96. Halliday, 17. Orange Spiral, 99. Ron McFarlane, also known as Patty, 58. Ginger, 77. Linda, 39. Ellen, 78. Linda, 24. Lydia, 58. Catherine, 26. Jenny, 69. Roberta, 56. Ellen, 68. Dare B, 41. Jim, 36. Shiny Things, 37. Nancy Gray, 75. Aaron, 87. Susan Maney, 76. Krabby Abby, 47. Sharon, 72. Heather, 13. Lydia Leonard, 66. Estrella, 84. Pam Shales, 44. Reverend Christina, 13. Kathleen Hartley, 27. Not your typical Okay, sorry. Tammy, hi Tammy, 65. Jamie, 73. Lisa, 72. Cecilia, 6. Kathleen Hartley, 27. Carmen Jones, 48. Janice Sigmund, 68. Evelyn, 67. Angela, 88. Stephanie Martin, 15. Lisa, 5. Acme Post, 62. Kristen Hoffman, 61. Lisa Alvarado, 19. Did I say Acme Post 62? I hope I did. Kristen 22. Lisa Alvarado 19. Orange Spiral 99. All right, last call for numbers. Puff 42. Tammy, I know, me too. Okay, so that's the last call for numbers. It looks like we don't have a winner this time. Let me go back over the numbers just to make sure. It's the closest without going over, but we have no one that I see. So I've never had that happen before. Zandra is 9. All right, well, guess what? There's no more number calling. We're done. It's 5:03. The closest person is Lisa Monconduit, but she's over, but she's the closest at number 5. My number was 1. So I'm going to go ahead and declare Lisa the winner, okay? So Lisa, congratulations. I know you're not supposed to go over, but I didn't want to recall, so you're the closest, okay? So Lisa, $25 gift card. Yay. Okay, so I will make sure that you get that. It won't be tonight. It'll be tomorrow, Lisa. I'll send that to you in your email. And also, Kristen Hoffman, I know that you won last week. I'm going to send you a message about that, okay? Anyway, I'm going to turn this camera around. See if you have any questions or thoughts. Let me know. Yes. Thank you all so much. I love you all to the moon and back. Thank you for joining me for another exciting episode of ArtFoamies Fun Friday. Thank you to Danita Art for your beautiful images and for saying yes to ArtFoamies. We love all of our artists and are so thrilled to have you as part of our team. And we'll see you next week. If anybody has any other thoughts, questions, or anything else, you know where to find me. And I'll see you next week, okay? Have a great weekend. I love you all to the moon and back. I already said that, but I'm saying it again. And I'll see you real soon. Bye, everyone.